Hello good people, this is Pulkit from Gadget Generations, and today I'm going to share my review for the NF Audio RA15. It's music centric IEM music series IEM from the brand, with designed with a dual cavity, dual magnetic dynamic driver unit and closed in all metallic shells. The pair has elegant looks which looks really classy and premium with all the metallic shells, and then we have a very good sound quality performance as well, which is very detailed for the asking price. And by the way, this pair retails for just 89 USD. So let's not waste any more time, and we will begin with the review. First of all, we will be covering the design and build quality part for the pair. So here is the pair in my hands, and like I mentioned, the pair has completely metallic build quality in a really cool gunmetal color. The pair sits, despite being slightly heavy, I guess NF Audio included this thin and lightweight cable to counter the heavy weight of the pair actually, because the pair sits quite comfortably into my ears and provides me with good wearing experience. In fact, when I unboxed the unit, I was a little worried because the shells were a bit onto the heavier side, but when I connected the earphone and when I wore them, I noticed that I just couldn't feel them at all because the lightweight was completely disappearing. Maybe the thin wire has to do with it. But in talking about the design and build quality, the shells are completely metallic and looks absolutely premium. They have a little bit of heft to them. Also, I must add, they have a compact footprint, so for getting a good fit I have to use one size larger ear tips for myself. Like, I usually wear M size ear tips, but for the RA15 I have to use the L size ear tips. And by the way, the included MS42 ear tips are also of quite good quality. Just for me, I have to use one size bigger to get the proper isolation and proper coverage of my ear canal. Apart from that, no issues in terms of design and build, no issues in terms of fit and isolation for me. And I'm also really impressed with the really classy design of the set. On to the next section, where I will be sharing the drivability part. I must add that the pair is not very demanding in terms of its performance. It is quite easy to power. I have used it with three different sources: the Code Mojo 2, the Hibi R82, and also with the Shanling Onyx Overture XM5, and I don't feel any kind of lag with any of the sources. Yes, all three are powerful sources, but I have also tested a bunch of portable TechMs like the Roses Elsa RS9039, and I don't notice any kind of lag in terms of dynamics or anything. So it is quite easy to power. Even with my MacBook straight 3.5mm output, I notice the pair is getting decently loud and being driven properly without any kind of lag whatsoever across the frequency band. On to the next section, I will be discussing the sound quality part. So basically, the pair has two tuning nozzles, one silver and one gold. First of all, I would like to mention that most of my listening experience has been done on the golden nozzle, because silver is a bit aggressive and a bit bright for my personal liking, but I have tested it with the silver nozzle as well. So first of all, how does the gold nozzle sound? Basically, the pair has a very neutral and slightly brightish sound tuning, and it delivers excellently fast and quick bass response. You will notice that the bass response transforms quickly from the sub bass to the mid bass section and then transitions into the mid range section. The sub bass is not that much extended, but it shows its presence in bass heavy tracks like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson or Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Moreover, the mid bass presence is more prominent than the sub bass. We have good weight to the mid bass, especially on the gold nozzle. The silver nozzle makes the mid bass a bit thinner as well, but on the gold nozzle we have good weight to it, we have good slam to it, and we have a good speed to the bass response as well. And also the mid bass has very clean and refined presentation. So the texture of the mid bass is very nicely executed onto the RA15. It retrieves those minute details from the bass section as well. Onto the mid-range section, it delivers really clean and crisp vocal presence. Some people might feel like the vocals are a bit leaner in comparison to other IEMs like the Titan S2 in this price segment, but for me, I find them to be quite natural and organic in their nature. Yes, they lack a bit of heft to them, lack a bit of weight to them, but overall their presence is very nicely executed and very well textured for both male and female vocals. And also, they don't sound sharp at all. on the gold nozzle. On the silver nozzle, they get a female vocals especially get a bit of added crispiness, and I noticed that silver nozzle also adds a bit of sibilance to the female vocals when they hit the high notes. Like "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor, you can feel those high notes in that track. Moreover, the treble section. Treble section is, I would say, the special sauce for the RA15. It maintains a clean and crisp and very well detailed treble response. The details in the treble region are very cleanly reproduced, and you can feel the air as well. So the treble region is quite open and dynamic in its presentation, although some people might find the treble to be a bit hot and a bit spicy, even on the gold nozzle. The silver nozzle just takes the step beyond my personal capabilities for a bright signature, so silver is a more brighter compared to what I usually prefer. But on the gold nozzle, it maintains that decorum of maintaining a sound that is not harsh or not fatiguing, yet retrieving good level of details into the price section. Technically, I would say it has decently wide soundstage and decently depth soundstage as well. So, layering and separation for instrument is very well done onto the RA15. I would say that the RA15 sounds very dynamic in terms of separation and layering. You can pinpoint different instruments quite nicely as well. So for layering and separation and detail retrieval, this is one of my favorite sets around this price point. Now on to the next part, where I will be comparing it with the Dunu Titan S2. Titan S2 is one of my top favorites under the $100 price bracket. But I would say it complements the RA15 in terms of its sound presentation. It sounds a bit warmer. The sub bass presence is a bit more present onto the Titan S2, while this one has clean and refined presentation in that regard. The entire lower end I'm talking about, the sub bass, yes, it's a bit more pronounced on the Titan S2, but this one has more details and more minute nuances reproduced quite beautifully, especially in the sub bass and the mid bass section. Next up, the mid-range. I would say that the Titan S2 has a bit of added warmth to the vocals, add a bit of richness and weight to them, while this one maintains more natural and organic nature and more raw presentation for the vocals. I would say if you're someone who loves more fast and more clarity for vocals, you would love the RA15. But if you are someone who loves the emotional side of it and wants some kind of warmth to it, then you might prefer the Titan S2. Coming towards the treble section, I would say that the RA15 maintains more clarity on the gold nozzle. On the silver nozzle, it gets a bit extra boosted, so than the Titan S2. So for clarity and minute detail retrieval, even in the treble section, I would rate the RA15 slightly above the Titan S2 in that regard. Technically, I would say both of these are quite equal performers, although I must add that the separation and layering aspect of the RA15 is better than the Titan S2. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my review video for the NF Audio RA15. If you guys have any questions related to the RA15, you guys can ask me in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave me a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Well, that's Pulkit signing off. Thank you so much.